Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a light from JETBeam. This is the PA20. So there's three other lights in this series. This is one of the ones using the, actually this is the only one using the Cree XPG R5 LED, so we're going to give it its own video. There's also the PA10, PC10, and PC20, but those are all using the XML LED, so we're going to put those in a separate video. So, PA20, as you saw in the front, powered by two AA batteries, 230 ANSI lumens on high. If you want to see the full specs, we always have that stuff on our site if you want to see the different lumens and run times and all that. User manual, always worth a read. Some of the more advanced lights like this one, you know, if you're in the middle of a video like me and you forget how to use them, it's always worth reading the manual so you can figure out how to use it, how to insert the batteries properly, how to do maintenance. You know, they have the specs in there, warranty information, all kinds of good info. So definitely check this out. And here's the warranty card if you ever happen to need that. So here is the light itself. Nice looking light. I'm going to go ahead and set that to the side, show you the other stuff that you get in here. So here is a lanyard, nice little olive drab lanyard. Let's see if I can get this other stuff out of here. It's kind of crammed down in there. So here we have a spare boot cover, tail cap cover, some spare O-rings, and here's the holster. So we'll go ahead and throw the light in the holster so you can see what it looks like in there. Get it down in there. Nice, pretty high quality holster. They usually do a really good job on these nylon holsters. So you have the flap that goes over the top. It's closed on the bottom, protected on the top and bottom. And then on the back, you have this hook and loop closure, so you can use that to attach to your belt or pack. And then you have another area back here you can use to attach. And then a loop up here you can use a carabiner or however else you want to attach it. So nice holster. Let's stick that back in there. I didn't mention this about the case, but it's a pretty nice case, and that's what the P series comes in. Nice cases. So here is the light. Let's zoom in on that a little bit so you can see it up close. As with any JETBeam product, JETBeam and Nitecore are both under the same parent company, which is Sysmax. They always do a really good job on the machining and anodizing and everything. Their lights always look really sharp. So up top, little symbol saying it's hot. These lights do get pretty hot when they're on high. You won't have as many problems with the PA20 because it's not being driven as hard as the other P series, but still it can get relatively hot, so just keep that in mind. Your hand has a really good heat sink, so when you're holding it when it's on high, you shouldn't have too many problems. But if you feel it getting hot, for one thing, the light's already automatically going to cut down in output, but just drop it into a lower mode if you feel it getting really hot. Nice sturdy pocket clip on there. You've got the information about the company, the model, all that standard stuff, and then there on the back there's the switch. So it's a forward switch, and I'll explain what that means here in just a second. And then there's that reflector and LED. So this one has a smooth reflector, that Cree XPG R5 LED. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, show you the inside of the light and the switch. And surprisingly, this one actually, no wait, never mind. I was going to say it didn't have any silica gel in there, but it totally does. So all the Sysmax stuff lately has been coming with silica gel. I guess they're having some issues with, I don't know. I don't even know what it's in there for. Who knows? Maybe distributors dumping all their lights in the ocean before they deliver them to customers. Who knows? So a couple of AA batteries here. Got a couple Sanyo Eneloops. I always recommend these over alkaline batteries, and especially in a light. You know, these aren't inexpensive. I think this light retails for around 60 or 70 bucks. You're spending that much on a light, you know, you don't want crappy alkaline batteries that are going to leak inside there. Even high quality alkaline batteries can leak inside your light, and you're just going to ruin your light, and that's not going to be covered under warranty. So use Sanyo Eneloops or another high quality rechargeable, and you won't have any issues. This cannot take two lithium ion batteries, so don't try two 14500s because you'll burn out the LED, and again, that will not be covered by warranty. So the interface on this guy is kind of similar to the military series that they have, like the Jet3M and those other kind of lights similar to that. So when you have the head tightened, hit that button on the back. First of all, you lightly press it like I'm doing, and you get your momentary, and then click it all the way for constant on. Now, as long as you're not touching the head and you have that head tightened, it's always going to be max output. So it's kind of nice to know you have that head tightened, you're always going to get that max output. Now the other modes is when you have the head loosened, which you don't have to have it turned on to do this, but you can have it off, loosen the head, hit that back button, and it's going to come on in your user-defined mode. So your user-defined mode, you can see when you quickly turn it on and off, or just slightly press that tail switch, it's going to switch between your different user-defined modes. So you have a couple different flashing modes. You can see this is going to be the SOS. Some different outputs, 3 different outputs, and then your really obnoxious strobe. You can see it's the variable strobe. I can tell you from personal experience, shining this in somebody's eyes, like my own eyes, it's pretty bad. So I mean, it's definitely meant to disorient somebody, and it does a really good job at that. So it actually has a memory. So the user-defined mode is user-defined, like it says. So when you have the head tightened, when you loosen it back, or even if you leave it loosened, leave it off for a little while, turn it back on, it's going to be in that user-defined mode. So you can set it up however you want. Head tightened, max output, loosen it, will be user-defined. So that is the interface of the PA20. We're going to go ahead and take this outside, and we'll show you how it does outside. Okay, got the PA20 outside along with the big 4D mag light that I always use. Go and try out that mag light, see how it does. Little bush, 15 feet, tree out there at 100 feet. Makes it out to the tree okay. Very focused beam, doesn't really light up a wide area at once, like the PA20 does. So there you go. Modern LED, good batteries. You can see what you can get out of just a couple regular Sanyo Eneloops, or even alkaline batteries will get you about the same power. But again, definitely try to use Sanyo Eneloops or other high quality rechargeables when you can. But out at 100 yards or 100 feet, absolutely no problem for this. Lights it up extremely well. No question about what's going on out there. Lights up the tree and everything around it really well. So you've got the hot spot here in the center, which is nice and bright, and then you have the spill around it, which is also nice and bright. Lights up everything just really, really well. And we'll drop the output just so you can see what it looks like in the lower modes. Tilt the camera forward a little bit. I should have my headlamp on. Let me turn that off. Doesn't matter for the longer distance shots, but for up close it definitely makes a difference. But there you can see up close does just fine. We'll bump it up a little bit. Actually, that's the strobe, really obnoxious strobe, and there's your SOS and your other outputs, and of course tighten the head, you got that max output. Alright, so there you go. That's the JETBeam PA20. If you like it, you can buy it from us at goinggear.com. Any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. And if you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We put out a lot of flashlight and other gear videos. Thanks for watching.